I was real down with no bailout on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me. So I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement, and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go.
Hi there, this is Daniel from Geneva, directly connecting with you live today. Let me just say hello to all of you. Hello Facebook users. Make sure you are connecting with the Ecamm app when you're coming and you're authenticating yourself. This way allows me to identify you and to talk to you in person or write into the comment your name, because otherwise this is shown like this: Facebook user, hello. Great that you're there. We have so many. Yeah, so this is what I am. That's what my studio looks like, and we can switch like this. Let me just introduce a little bit while we are waiting for people to usher in what this is all about, because this is about live broadcasting. My name is Daniel. I'm a digital marketing specialist here in Geneva, Switzerland, and my goal is to help you to reach out and help you to be visible and authentic through live broadcasting. Why is it such a cool thing, live broadcast? Because it attracts a new audience, it saves you costs, it connects you to build trust, it creates most engagement with all the different channels that we are currently have on social. This is really playing for live broadcasting. And so this is what we are doing today. Today's topics are how to set up your live. And I mean with that, your live broadcast. And the review we will do from now for real about the ring lights. So the German viewers that were connecting to me 1 hour ago are hopefully back. We are looking for the possibilities when we have light as a live broadcaster, and what is needed. So do you need a cheap one? Is a cheap one good enough, or do you need to scale yourself up a little bit? So I just set it up. I'm super happy to do this with you semi-live to save a little bit of time. And so we're streaming today through YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Hello everybody. Please give a shout out and say you are around, and also of course let me know your questions. And this is what we're doing now. Let's go and start. Hey there, so this is Geneva calling you, and if you are hearing helicopter sounds in the back, this is like the Swiss Army or whatever, the Swiss security, because we are making everything ready for the American-Russian negotiations here in Geneva that are coming up soon. So everything is protected here. So if you hear like a helicopter flying in or out, so this is it. So it's super like after all this lockdown that we have that we had in Geneva, finally something happening here, finally some action, and I think Geneva is waking up again. Joe Biden is coming, and Putin, and it's cool. So what are we going to talk about today? So if you're watching this now during your lunch break, because here it's the 11th of June, 12:30 CET, Central European Time. So people are having lunch break here in Geneva. It could be an hour or more. So lean back and enjoy your sandwich. If it doesn't have to be an hour, however. So I planned for, let's do 30 minutes today. Okay, so let's jump right in. So this is what we are dealing with today. We are talking about live video setup. the review of your ring lights and, of course, your questions. And don't be shy, ask them while you have them with your smartphone. Just type them into the comments. Also, give a little shout or a little like, because this helps the algorithm for the live to be really traveling further, so more people are able to see it even now. And feel free to recommend or to send the link to others when you're watching this right now. But don't worry, a live is always cool because you can still see the live frequency in the replay. So we are jumping into the studio layout, because when I'm talking about, okay, let's go for live, let's do it, the question is, how should this all be set up? So this is a blueprint of like an ideal studio that could be a TV studio or your home studio. So this here you see in the middle, this is a little head from the above. And so this is the person. In 2 meters, there is a background and the person talks into a camera straight right now. And you have 2 lights, hopefully coming from the top and left top and right, giving you some light here from above. So, okay, so look how my hair looks today. So I was biking, and so this is how the bike helmet makes my hair look like. So it's all live, guys. So I will show you how the studio looks like, because it also helps you to understand and give a possibility what you can do for your own live video. So this is how it looks like. This is the main camera. I have a second camera, the Logitech Stream Cam, and I will use this Logitech cam now to to show you how the lights are coming from above here. So we have 2 LED light panels, and this comes then from 2 directions. So already a good start for having some even light coming to you and making you shine, hopefully. And so I'm using a special camera. I'm using a Canon camera with some lens here that makes the background hopefully nice and bouquet blurry like. Let's go back to the studio setup. So you have then this is basically it. You have the light, the camera, and the background. So you're ready for more. People are always asking me, and it's the first question. So what equipment can I use for going live? What is it expensive? What is the minimum requirement? I would say the minimum requirement is to have your cell phone and a connection to Facebook, because if you are, for example, on Facebook, you can already go live with the native Facebook app. That means you are typing in, hey, I'm here, please follow me, just like a post, and then you are reaching out through the cell phone and you're carrying this around. So you can do it, I think through Facebook you can only do it vertical, so you're carrying like this. You can walk, you can describe what you are seeing. I could walk around the lake front of Geneva, maybe not right now because everything is protected, but I can walk around and can show you how beautiful the lake looks like. This would be the super basic setup, but after a while it gets a little bit hard to follow a person who is just walking around with a cell phone, even though it might also be a super cool smartphone with image stabilization. Nobody really wants to look at that for such a long time. So this is why I'm always advising you to get for an outside gig vlogging set, it's called. This is like a frame which has like a basic tripod. Do I have something like that here? Yeah, a tripod. You can see this here, and you have then the frame where you basically mount the cell phone in, and you have also the possibility to put on a light on the frame and some microphone. If it's like it's a directed microphone where you could be a little bit in the back and it still gets your sound okay. So I found sets like this for like good under $100. Also, there are things out for $50. So it's quite okay. So you can start with that and you can have some light, and you can already, if you're at a congress or if you are at an event and you would really use that, go for it. Take that, and you are already lifting yourself up from the average, because you see it. So if somebody holds the cell phone and things like that, it just looks as it looks. So people are willing to spend some minutes with you, but okay, where is the next level? And what you want to do is you want to connect to people, you want to tell them what your relevant insight is, and so therefore you need to concentrate on the lens, on the people behind the lens, and to really get the vibes and the comments. And you want to, of course, also concentrate what people are sending in. So another quick idea, so you also see it here, I am using a Bluetooth headset with an included microphone. So these microphones I have found work quite well. Also, if you're outside in an outside setting, you just sort of set the microphone right, so you can then also go back from your basic smartphone and you'll still be able to be heard. And most important for a video is the sound, because people might take you on a mobile device, they're shopping while they are listening to you. So make the sound as pleasant as possible. That's always the thing for everything dealing with video. If you want to go another level up, so here is the next setup that I could recommend to you. And it's basically a setup that you use with your laptop or with your desktop computer. It could be a Mac, it could be a PC computer. I am using a Mac, but this is how it looks like. And the basic thing is you need a webcam that has a decent quality and that you can also use to put your camera eye level, because it's another thing looking into the camera like this or looking to the camera like this. You know, nobody wants to see something like this or hello, so I'm doing this. It's already an incredible difference if you are having your camera eye level. Of course, there is a tweak around. You could also use a laptop, especially if it's a new laptop, if it has already a decent webcam in, use it, and then you can put the laptop eye level. There are stands that you can use. It's also good for your bag. So if you're like me, so if you're like this all the time, it's good to have your laptop and the keyboard anyways up. So you will also have the lens up, and so you are able to watch directly into the camera and have in this way a better connection. So long words, next thing, the PC or the Mac has to either have a native app like the Facebook app that you can then connect your webcam with to go live. That is a possibility, but for the next level, you would like to have maybe different perspectives from different cameras, or you would like to share your screen, or you would like to put in a little watermark in the top left to show this is my stream, this is my curated content. I'm showing to you something that I find is relevant. So this you can achieve so easy these days with streaming software that you can install on your computer or that you can use online. And this software enables you to include different camera perspectives, but also overlays, as it is called. For example, you can show, okay, we are in Geneva right now, or you can for example, also change the camera like I do right now so you can see another perspective. So it all makes it more interactive. And what you want is people stick with your channel and really be interested in what you have to say, because it's now, it's live, and it's relevant. And this is what you want. And of course, I see more people are coming in. Please type in your question. This is interactive here. I want you to take most out of it. And so therefore, I am here for your question, and you can ask this question to me right now. So then we have here a first ring light option for this semi-pro setup. So I would always recommend to have some light. If you're outside, the light might be okay as right now, but you need especially some light that is giving some equal light for your face. So therefore a ring light might be an option. And then, as we already said, the headset is quite an important thing, because or the microphone, the sound is an important thing, because people are listening to you on their mobile devices, even though they don't see you, or if the text is quite small, like in the slide right now, they can still hear you well. And therefore think of it as you are a radio broadcaster, have a good microphone. So I'm using this microphone here. It's called the Rode NT USB. So this is how it looks like. It has a nice sound. It's quite close to when you see me talking. So but you don't see it in the picture altogether. So this is the semi-pro equipment. Let's move on to the next level. Are you ready? So the question is light. What do we have? Why is light so important? What options exist? So this is a live question from a user. Thank you very much. This is the answer to your question. There are basically these three options, or four options. You have sunlight, so which comes really nice and then is like evenly lights your face, hopefully, but most of the time you're not outside. Therefore you need one or two LED panels that are coming from two directions and give an even light. So I have, as I just said, two LED panels that come from the top left and right and give already some decent light, and that I can change from different like nuances, like either orange light or a more blue light. Then if you're in the photography business, you already know this, there are so-called soft boxes. They are basically an umbrella with a reflective coverage and a light bulb in, and then like a cloth of white cloth that is covering everything, and then is basically distributes the light evenly. And so these soft boxes are most of the times standing on a tripod, or they are mounted on the ceiling. They are quite nice in their results. So they give this sort of soft light that are not basically putting a shadow on your face, but still they are super bulky. They are also, I think, more energy, burners than the LED ones. So the soft boxes are so-so. So if you have the possibility, they are quite cheap in the price these days. But maybe not the first choice for a beginner who starts with live streaming. And then we have ring lights. Ring lights are here the kind of first choice for bloggers when they have not a lot of space and they would like to reach out in a quick and fast way. And so let me show this to you right now. And now is the moment of truth, a premiere I've never done before. So you are here, you're live here right now. I have for you like two ring lights that I'm going to test right now. I don't know the results. We are going to find it out right now. First option is a pink black it says pink black. No, it's a black one. It's a black ring light that is super cheap and but can have a good effect as well, a good result as well. And we have here this Elgato ring light that is coming from the gaming scene, and I have unpacked this for you, and we will have a look quickly. If I want to quickly recap, ring light is a circular lighting tool that evenly illuminates the subject of a close-up photograph or a live video. What is it good for? A ring light, it's an addition to an overall studio lighting. You may use it as to ensure that your face is evenly lit with a pleasing, soft and even light. It reduces shadows in the face and minimizes blemishes while illuminating the eyes. This is why ring lights are commonly used in portraits, glamour shots and live videos. For example, if you're around Instagram, I think everybody who is doing a live in Instagram is using a ring light. And of course, sometimes it's about beauty tips and how to make the best impression of your face. But there are different options. We are now testing these two ring lights, the Elgato ring light, which is $200 for the ring light, and we have a no-name ring light, which I basically got for $14 directly in China, and it was sent to me 6 weeks after. So I was willing to wait a little bit, and so I also had a lower price. So it's basically like this. We are checking out two vehicles now. One is super cheap. It also gets you far. It also is yellow, and you have another vehicle that is a little bit more in the price or extremely more in the price, 10 times or 15 times more, but is also able to, well, get you over bumpy roads and has more comfort and is having more performance in the end. So let's head quite right into it. So, okay. The first ring light is this one. This is the $14 ring light that I ordered directly in China. This is how it looks like. It is coming into this box, super handy, all good. And it has an additional tripod. Here we go. And it has this ring light set up here. And so we put this on the ring light here, and it's basically ready for setup. And then we have this part here that just fell. Sorry. Yep. Here we go. We have this part here, which is a little. Here I am. Am I going to? Okay, this. You have this little head here. You put it in, and you screw it. Okay, so this is it. So we put it together and we put this inside. So the great thing about this here is you have now a holder for your smartphone. If you find it, here you go. You have your smartphone, you put it in here. You can put it like this and you are ready to film. And we will try this in a second. So the next one is the Elgato ring light. That is the big one here. And for this one, we need a knife. We need to open it. Oh, it's not live, so I don't have to. Okay, so we open it with ease and without hurting ourselves. And this is how it looks like. Wow, so it comes with, it's all, okay, so we have the power adapter. Then we have the ring light. And we have this table mount here that you would then later use for the ring light because it's quite heavy. Alrighty guys, so here I am, I'm setting this all up. So this was pre-recorded, but it gave me the possibility to now fully concentrate on you, on putting the first ring light on. So this is how it looks. So this is the ring light. It's going basically through the camera, hello here. And what I'm going to do now is I am turning off the normal light. So this is how the studio would look like, my little home studio without light. And so I'm now putting on the $14 ring light. So this is how it looks like. So it's already something. So you see with glasses, it really reflects. The ring reflects in the in the picture. So I would also quickly change the perspective so you don't necessarily see the frame of the ring light. So, but if I'm not wearing glasses, it looks like this. So you already have your face covered with a softer light. So you can also have it in a yellowish tone. This is not recommended for like studio atmosphere because it makes you also look kind of too yellowish. Normally you should use a more bluish kind of setup. So this is how it looks like from the cheaper or from the less expensive version. So this is how it looks like. Here I am. So this is basically the $14 possibility. And of course, let's also quickly be fair and put in some additional light from the above, which is nice to just compare. So we have here the ring light. Let me just switch off the ring light. It looks like this with the light coming from top. This is the ring light in addition, and you can see like a little bit of spark in my eyes, and this would it be without. Okay, so the camera is still kind of adjusting to it. I'm putting on the ring light and so the additional light. So this is it. So let's now go for the question. Is it really worth it to spend basically $150 more for a ring light, or even $200 more? So we will find out now. So I will shifting this ring light, and I am having this bigger ring light here, and everything is prepared here, and everything is live. Everything is here for your questions as well. I'm having this huge thing. Normally you put this in on the table, in the back of the table, so it really doesn't interfere with you. And are you ready to get the idea? So first I'm turning off the light, and now I'm putting this ring light on. Hopefully it works. Here we go. Okay, so this is how the ring light looks like without any additional light. So you see, for people who wear glasses like me, it's not necessarily the best option. But for people who are not wearing it, so it's already an evenly lit atmosphere. So you can also turn it down. You can also turn it up a little bit. Let me just quickly see. I just don't. Here we go. We add an additional camera so you can see it from the back and from the front. So this is how it looks like with like a ring light with this size. I think it is looking good if I wouldn't wear glasses. And now with my remote, I'm also putting on the light from the top, and you can see that my face is quite evenly lit, and so I can adjust it. It's a little bit more, a little bit less, but yeah, so you have quite a different feeling of it. Do you agree? What are your impressions if you see this, if you see me right now like this? Share them with me. I think the light looks quite good. There is even the possibility with the Elgato ring light to adjust also the tone. I think here we have like a mid-tone which is kind of in between blue and orange. But yeah, so I think it's not so bad. So actually, if I wouldn't have a lot of room for my for my little studio, I think it would be a super first option, especially if I wouldn't like to invest additional money for the LED panels. Hello. Okay, what's the okay, we have a question. Let me see. Didn't even check it. So what is the physical difference between two ring lights in terms of their build quality? This is also a possibility that you can do. You could use two ring lights, so you have two different angles coming, and so also lit your face in an evenly way. So I've seen this with the kind of smaller ring lights. It worked okay. I think it was a good thing. I think it's not such a big price to use the ring lights, so the cheaper ring lights. It's I think definitely worth a try. Thank you, Danstro. What would the physical differences between two ring lights in terms of their build quality? Okay. So you're asking also, Dansro, for the physical difference. So you are talking about the build quality, I guess. I can definitely say that the Elgato ring light is definitely super sturdy. It is really well prepared in terms of it's quite flat. It's you cannot really destroy it in this regard. The other ring light here, it's a smaller one. It looks like this. It's fine as well, you know. I think it's quite light. You could even use it with a battery because you can connect it with a USB. So this one is not connected right now, I guess. The Elgato light. Even though it looks like it shines. I have to say, even though I wear glasses, I'm happy that I gave the Elgato ring light a try. Let's say it like this. And thank you, Facebook user. It looks great. Yeah, thank you very much. And have a try. So maybe you would like to try it later on as well. Different ring lights bring you different perspectives. And happy that I tested this out with you right now. So we are already over time. So I promised we are doing here 30 minutes. So let's quickly wrap up for today. And this is what I have to really get through with you. This is the Pro setup. This is the one that I am basically using, and it's not so pro. There are even more pro setup possibilities. But if you are going for a nice view and you really want to go to the next level about how you're perceived visually, I would recommend you go for a digital camera with a lens and you connect it with your PC or Mac equipment. So this is the way how I did it. This is with a Canon camera, with a Canon M50 camera, for example. I'm using that, but I am hearing that the Sony ZV-1, for example, Sony Alpha cameras are super cameras. The Panasonic Lumix G7 is great. The only caveat I have with cameras that are not Canon cameras is that you might need a device that is called a capture card, capture device, an HDMI capture device that you see here on this presentation on the bottom, on the bottom right. When you see it, here you need to connect the HDMI what is it? Yeah, it's the HDMI plug, the signal from the camera with this capture card, and then this capture card basically translates it for the computer, so you can then switch this on your computer via USB and then get the signal as it would be a webcam. So this is the idea of having a digital camera with an HDMI capture device. I will just leave you with this also tip, that you need to check that it's a clean HDMI signal that you're getting. So you might already have a digital camera that you're using like this. And it's, for example, my first camera that I used for live streaming. It's a Canon camera, and it's perfectly cool. So you can connect this with the Elgato, with the Ecamm Live via USB, even without a capture card, and you can start having a super professional looking live. And the only reason why I got another camera was the battery, that I could connect a power on plug with a new Canon camera that I wasn't able for the older Canon camera. But that's already something. Normally a live video is taking you 30 minutes, and this is the battery lasts at least that long. So this is the pro equipment. Of course, you always, the price that you need to invest can vary. If you already have a laptop or a desktop computer that is quite up to date, that has a quite fast processor, a good RAM, then you don't have to invest in that. If you already have a digital camera, you don't have to invest in that. You might need to invest in an additional microphone or in a light. So again, I am using this microphone here on the bottom, on the bottom here, on the bottom right. Actually, it's the microphone from Rode. Yeah, and this is basically it for today. So the ring light review, and my last so we tested the two ring lights. Both can take you far. I think if you also to the question, if you have only the budget for a ring light that is not so expensive, then I would definitely recommend two ring lights. And then a question that is always asked, and I would like to take it as an encouragement: should I go live? And the question is, do you have something to say? And is it relevant for others? If it is not, then don't then think of some more. But if it's relevant, then ask yourself, what value can you actually bring to the audience, and what is the audience looking for? And the best way to get this is through typing in some questions related to your topic into Google, because there you find out what the real searches from people are. Also use Google Trends or the Google keyword tool, and here you get the questions from people. Also look, for example, on your website analytics, what do people search for when they're looking for your website? So this is the relevant question that somebody had to go for your business. So this is also the value that you can bring. So next step, you have something relevant to talk about, you bring a value. So then the next question is, are you nervous? Yes, maybe you are nervous, but no, don't worry. If you have something relevant to say, if you have a purpose, go for it, jump in. As I said last week, it's the first dive is always, you have to swim, you have to get the feeling, but then more and more you get the routine. Compare this live that I'm doing right now to my lives from 6 months ago. You will definitely see the difference. I'm swimming much better now, of course, than I have been doing 6 months ago, but it's a work in progress. And of course, there is always the possibility to help to get help and to get started much faster. There is the technical component of going live, but it's also, I would say, the mindset part of it. And my mission is to help you to be visible authentically and successfully through live broadcasting. And I'm doing that through my weekly lives. You're heartily invited to come next week. Also feel free to recommend, and also follow my groups, Facebook group for example, and my YouTube channel. Most important, I have started to establish a mailing list. So this is on my website, livebroadcasting.rocks. So you write it live-broadcasting.rocks. So you will get directly to my homepage, and you can leave your email address and register there. And so if you're interested in more like this, go to my YouTube page, subscribe to the channel Live Broadcasting Rocks. I am sharing tutorials, best practices, and also the announcement for the next lives that you will find, for example, next Friday, 12:30 CET for the English speaking audience. So I'm wishing you a great start of the weekend. Enjoy your time and the things you are passionate about. And this is again a little summary where I'm summarizing what I'm doing. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi there, I'm Daniel, a digital marketing professional and live broadcasting expert here in Geneva, Switzerland. From 2015 to 2016, I was working as a broadcast journalist, YouTube influencer, and worked for a bank, interviewing over 400 people in a live studio environment. Live streaming becomes more and more important because it creates the engagement to create bonds to existing clients and to reach out to new clients successfully. And this is my mission, to help you to reach out authentically and successfully to your potential and existing clients. I will be streaming regularly.